All right, welcome to Do Not Take This Cat Home. Ooh, it includes depictions of horror, human. Oh, guys, the more I read of this warning, the worse it gets. Are you guys? Is this safe? Well, let's get in there. I hope nothing bad. Please take care of yourself. Do not take this cat. Oh, it's a light novel game. It's a Renpy game. It's gonna be a bunch of story choices and dialogue. I thought it was gonna be like a scary first person, pick up the cat, take him home, and then the cat's gonna eat me or something. I don't know. We'll start though. You're not having a great day as usual. I'm gonna be doing a lot more narrating than I thought it would be. Oh, it's very pretty though. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical, but maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today? Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow, right? You turn to head home when... Kitty! Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather, but none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Kitty! Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Look at him! Cat's eyes don't glow like that. You're a demon in disguise, but it matters not. I'll take you home. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Put its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Oh, I'm not taking you home. I don't take strays. I'm sorry. Get away from me. You filth. Oh, you won me over. I gotta take you home now. So cute. And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline over... Yes, I would. Wait a minute. This is not... Don't speak for me. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyways? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you. Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. I can right-click to save, by the way, if you've never played a Renpy game. I'm gonna save here, and then I'm not going to take the cat home. I'm going to listen to what the game tells me. See ya, idiot. Bye-bye, moron. Good luck in the alleyway. Oh no. With a sigh, you take a decisive step back. As cute as the cat is, you can't really afford to be taking in a pet on a whim. Also, what if the apartment building doesn't allow pets? I can't just... It's so irresponsible. Now I also... Oh god, there's so many things that go up. Rent's coming up soon, and your job doesn't exactly leave you rolling in dough. You give the cat a sad nod. Sorry. Good luck out here, okay? Does it speak to me? Will it kill me? Will it eat me when I turn my back? You turn around and leave the cat in the alley behind. Oh, it's meowing. I'm sorry. Goodbye, kitty cat. Don't call for me again. Please. Keep crying. For someone else, though. The end. Time to head home. Ending. Not a fool, baby. Let's go. Okay. Easy. Look at that, fellas. Easy. Wait, can I not load? Oh, I can't load? That's crazy. Well, all right. We'll skip ahead over to the decision again. I will take the cat home. Come on, kitty cat. This time you coming home with me. Keep track of how many endings I get, guys. 1 out of 40, apparently. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone and, well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Oh, it's purring. Guys, that's one of the best feelings in the world when a cat purrs against you. You have been accepted into feline society. When they take over the world eventually, you have been deemed not to die. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Oh. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just the cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. What is this? What is this soundtrack? I feel like it's bashing against my skull. Oh, it's going in. Da, da, da. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making both of you some dinner. Feed it something nice, please. Something that won't hurt its tummy because it hasn't eaten in a while. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tabs on top. Wait, I just had a bunch of cans on me. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food. Kitty wants? No time to be picky, child. Eat your food. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your legs and purr. It wants to eat my flesh. What is the horror aspect? I'm ready. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Peanut butter jelly sandwich is good. Bread toasted. Oh, that's fancy. You toast your bread, mayo and mustard spread on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? That's gross. Turkey and cheese and lettuce on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? That's kind of gross. Tomato. Ah! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. How careless can you be? You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just a... You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. No, kitty! I sliced like tomato and turkey and cheese with that. You gotta be careful. It's gonna hurt your stomach. The cat sits back, staring at you. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do, right? If this cat doesn't transform into an anime girl right now, I'm throwing it out. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need wants to bring outside. Not after all your efforts. You're going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? Hi. You know what? If it was real life, I'd be like, that was weird, but I guess it's okay. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. Okay, now that's weird. I see. Now this is at the point where I would open the door and force the cat out. Don't let the cat in, baby. Get him out of here. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV, you just gently push it away every time. But you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat, food sitting in the corner, untouched. What if you drop your blood in that? Maybe he'll eat that. Shut up, adorable cat! Oh, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and... Oh no. Oh no, are we playing hide and seek, little kitty cat? Where are you? I hope I'm the one seeking. The lights just... Went out? Great. Just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check the cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. Why are you so irresponsible? You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had been no doubt mess with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. I thought I was gonna get jump scared. It's quiet. It's too quiet. It's too cliched. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. What? Kill. Help. Kill. Help. Kill. Help. Did that say 666? You got anything else? Cat sits atop your digital clock staring at you. Mesmerizing. Hypnotizing. Wanting to kiss me. Stop, cat. You can't kiss me. That's not nice. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. That's why you get analog clocks, guys. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. It's too late, brother. I don't know what to tell you, but it's way too late for that. As soon as the thought enters your head, you feel the sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round, inky pit. Don't you turn off the damn light, you stupid cat. Dude, don't you do it. The flashlight flickers. Stop. Don't jump scare me, please. I have a poor heart condition. Oh, it's gone. The cat, it's MIA. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence, punctuated with a rapid pumping of blood in your heart, is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How's the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored, but no answer comes to mind. Back away from the clock. Oh, God! And feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath, but you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. Oh, not a fan of that. Don't do that, baby. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could even if it did. Oh, you can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste and you fall to the ground. Ah! My gamer hands! A sharp pain explodes in the center. My gamer foot! At first you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath. I've been stabbed! You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been licked. Son of a... Oh, where's this cat at? I'm gonna box the crap out of this thing. Winded from your fall and looking up in a daze, you see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from the outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Let's go! Thoughts of how, when, and who, and what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's my knife. Why is my blood two different colors? A still tinted red from your earlier blunder? That's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up in your living room floor to be stepped on. Oh, you stepped on it? I thought you got stabbed. There's no way you just step on a knife like that and all that. There's no way that happens. What was it, standing upright? You stepped on it like a spike? What was it? What do you do, skid across the blade? What's happening? Instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you'd left it. Oh, you little demon! Yo, just lunge at him. Grab him. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. You're adorable. How could I ever try to kill you? Like this! A pair of golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. Oh, it pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping in delight. Do it. Look. Oh yeah! Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. A chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. God dang! That cat is thirsty. It cleaned that knife twice in one night. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Don't come near me. There's still blood. You didn't clean on the floor. Lick the floor. Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. Don't do it, kitty cat. But you're already on your feet and out the door. Let's go! You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts, but you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of all eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Oh no! The impending kitty cat ready to consume my flesh! Even then, you don't stop running because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Oh, let me save. Why do they not let you load? Like you don't have the option to load a save, but you can save. You know what? I'm gonna look behind me. Oh, huh. Wait, who's speaking? Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. It begins. Ending 0. Let's go. Two endings, boys. Put it in the books. All right, here we go. Now it's giving me a chance to load. Let's keep running from the big Russian man. I don't want him to catch up to me. Oh, interesting. Oh, very, very interesting. Ah, what? That's it? Click continue? You're walking. Right, of course. First time in a while that you felt like going out, and you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. Huh. Somebody went back to time and changed what happened. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go, or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. That's right. I can find my love. Kitty cat, are you there? Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Kitty. Not this time. Yeet! Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Guess that should have been obvious. The cat, he's so cute. Look at him. I remember what you did last time. I remember what you did in the alternate timeline. I didn't forget. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Yep, here we are again. Yep, it looked up at me, looking up at me again. Hi. Hello. Get away from me, demon. You look so familiar. Right? Silence, feline! Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look. After all, this one sure is a cutie though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you or getting this close like other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there patiently, waiting for you to do something. I have to take the cat home. How can I not take the cat home? Look at it. Look at it. Alright, I won't take it home. Sadly, as cute as this cat is, my apartment complex doesn't allow pets, and my leaser will get really mad and kick me out. You'd never take this thing home with you. Holy sh! Why'd it get so sinister? You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. Don't you blink at me. Don't animate on me now. You're supposed to be still images. A PowerPoint presentation, okay? Slideshow only. You are. With rent and bills to pay for. Not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. Stop! Stop trying to convince me with your words. They don't work. We don't speak the same language. What to do? Oh, here you go. What do you play with it? Like your finger? You play with the cat? Oh, you just want a little attention, don't you? We can't leave. Look at him. The poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. There's gotta be something you can entertain the little critter with. But what? You buy that toy, baby? After being out in this alley all alone for who knows how long, you personally think your furry friend deserves something special. Don't call them furry. I'll be right back, okay? You quickly leave the alley and rush to the nearby pet store. You browse through all the different toys for cats. There's so many options to choose from. Plush and bright colored and scented with catnip. You realize that most of the toys aren't meant for a cat to play with alone. You can't stay in the alley playing forever, and you can't exactly afford to get another cat as a playmate. That's it! You know exactly what to get now. After a quick and successful search of the store, you make your purchase and rush back to the alley, eager to show off your find. I'm back! Hi, kitty! The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in direct sunlight. It makes you feel that much prouder of your gift. You skip over to the cat and dig in the store's plastic bag. I've got something for you. The cat leans up, curious of the bag's contents. You pull out your gift to the cat. Ta-da! It's a plushie. It's a small cat plushie. Oh, it's so cute. A little friend. No food though. Good luck on that front. But you've got an imaginary friend. Burnt sepia stripes, making it resemble a tabby cat. The synthetic fur is soft, but not unrealistically so. And the large eyes are a pale green, more subdued than you would have expected for a toy. There's no denying it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details still make it almost... This thing is gonna come to life, isn't it? Uncanny to the real thing, which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat, and one you could actually afford. Win-win. That's not all. You give Plush a little squeeze and... Look at that! Oh, it meow! You gotta make sure to press that button, kitten. Just press the button on the plushie, kit. It looks unimpressed. Okay. Listen, I spent a lot of money on this plushie. You will take it. You think it's cute. Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Out of options and lower on cash, you awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. You get up and turn to leave. Ah! Chromatic aberration! You're a few steps away when you hear an electronic meow behind you. Huh? You press the button? Oh, sweet child. You turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching you closely, staring. What did you do with the plushie? You know what? Peace out. See ya, homie. I'm gone. Ungrateful little monster. You huff in annoyance. You're welcome. Shaking your head, you turn to leave once again. Ah! Ah! He touched me! Ah! When a sharp pain lances up your arm. Ah! Crying out, you grab at your arm only for it to... Where's my arm? Oh god, my arm! Fall off. Your arm just falls right off. You stare in shock at your severed limb on the ground, gathering your courage. You turn and look at where your arm had once connected to the rest of you, only to see... Not blood? It's cotton? Oh no, not the VTuber. What is she doing here? Touching it, the stump doesn't even hurt. That is... Ooh, I didn't expect them to animate that a little bit until the same thing happens to your other arm. Ah! Ah! I'm unraveling at the seams, like Tokyo the Ghoul. No, please, I haven't had my coffee yet. You fall when both your legs succumb to the same nonsensical fate, crying out at the agony that comes and goes like it never happened, as if you're not currently laying on the dirty ground of an alley, limbless. What in the world is going on? You can't make sense of it. You can't think straight. The pain has receded. Oh, wow, I'm getting Amori vibes. Leaving you with a strangely empty pit in your stomach, considering you still have a stomach and it wasn't replaced with, as you lay back, helpless and still in shock, staring at the sky. Cat's face appears in your line of vision. You little twerp. You don't realize this is a game? I can load and come back. I will yeet you. I will toss you. Oh, they animated that. It looks so cool. It lunges at your torso and starts biting and clawing into your chest like a chew toy. It doesn't hurt anymore. You feel like it should. Not sure if you're glad that it doesn't. Eventually, you feel the cat pull something out of you. What? A small doll that looks very, very familiar. It's hard to tell, but a doll is... That's you, isn't it? Child, what do you mean by that? The cat hops off of you and heads back to the box with its prize. At least you think so. Everything's too dark. You wake up and find that you can't move an inch. You can't look around. Can't even breathe. Though none of those realizations seem to be a problem. All you can see is the face of a familiar cat curled around you, purring in its sleep. But for some reason, this doesn't bother you. You're not sure why you feel like it should. You try to latch on to thoughts in your head that feel like memories of another life, another time, another you. But the thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. Da, 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 na, na, na. Oh well, that's fine, isn't it? You're just a doll, after all. And a doll's role isn't to have any silly thoughts or to remember unimportant things, but to be a companion. And judging from the cat's contented purring, you seem to be performing your role perfectly. You are filled with an overwhelmingly strong sense of pride at this fact, and so you too feel content. Ah! This dang cat! I'm going to box somebody. I'm good. The next person I see, they're getting a fist to the chest, like whoop pow. All right, so this time, so many options to explore. I know I'm not gonna get all of the endings. Is there just endings? Every ending just leads to something different. There's no like true canon ending. Do you have to do all 40 endings to get the true ending? So this time, let's feed the cat. Sure, the cat must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's so attached to that box it's in. Though, it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it must have left the box to search for food then. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that's not the case, and not to think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat, especially when you could have done something to help. So, what to do about the hungry kitty? So we're gonna look around the area. Is there anything for you to eat around here, kitty cat? I'm not gonna buy you anything. You glance around the dark and dingy alleyway and only see garbage bags, trash bins, empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there was something for the cat to eat, surely it would have found it by now, right? But you don't want to give up just so... You guys read that, right? You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen and only hear garbage. Uh-oh, never mind. Subvert my expectations. You just barely make out the sound of faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Oh, so quietly, you creep over to the bin. You lunge! Crash! You weren't very graceful in your attempt. You'd stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash, but as you stand up, grasped in your hand. Jesus, it's a mouse. What the hell? My man's is a predator. How did he do this? How do you achieve this? Also, very brave of you to just grab a random mouse in the alleyway. Oh, I'm sorry, young mouse. Apparently, I'm going to be feeding you to my, not to my, but to the stray cat over there. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wriggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you, though. Oh, thank goodness I had the wherewithal. It wears itself out eventually and looks up to you with its black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. Huh? Oh, I can't feed him the mouse, guys. It's so cute. Well, look at that. Why didn't I just buy food? Oh, I don't have food, do I? I mean money. I don't have money to pay for food. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, man. Or a cat-eat-mouse world out there. So listen, young tiny mouse. You're not at the top of the food chain, all right? There's Acme around, but I eat steak. Here you go. Oh, no. Oh, now I feel bad. It's animated. I have to let it go. No, please. Please, I have to let it go. The mouse is reluctant. I can't. My heart's telling me I can't do it. I have to spare the mouse. I'm sorry, kitty cat. I can't feed you the mouse. Are you sure? Oh, am I gonna be turned into the mouse? I feel like either option could make me into the mouse and the cat will eat me. If I spare the mouse, the cat's like, yo, that was my food. Now you become my food. Bam. And then I become the mouse. Or I'm like, feed the mouse to the cat. And then the cat will be like, switch consciousness between the mouse and you. And then bam, then I'm the mouse. And then it will eat me. I can see it both happening. I'll spare the mouse. Shut up, child. You are a demon in disguise. I know your tricks. I know your ploys. I know what you do. You can hear the cat's stomach growling. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. Oh, poor kitty cat. If only you weren't staying inside this cardboard box, you could go out on your own and hunt like all the rest of the stray cats do in the city. You know, there's like millions of them in the city at once. You could be like them. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me. Oh, God! You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You caught prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really going to value the life of a filthy rodent more than the cat's? You really want this mouse? No. No mouse for you. It's gonna animate it. Ah! I knew it. It's gonna do an animation and kill me. Huh. You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. Those eyes. Hand over the prey. Now. Why is the mouse in red? Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about it, kitty cat? Send me into another interdimensional plane where I'll die? Spare the mouse. This was a bad decision. You let the mouse go. I get into a Five Nights at Freddy's boss battle. It scurries away, squeezing through a tiny hole in the wall, but you don't pay it much mind. Ah! No, Mr. Werewolf, please don't use me. What is this? What is this soundtrack? You don't flinch as a giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley's entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry after all. Huh. You close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back and back and my body, I wasn't ready. A life spared. All right, mouse, I'm sorry. This time I have to feed you. Oh, it's so sad. I'm sorry. I have to feed you, dog. I have to feed him to you. You to him to English. I know, you're begging for mercy. I feel like this is a person turned into a rat, but I'm not quite sure. The mouse is hey, listen, it's me or you. Catch, kitty cat, bam. You feed the mouse to the cat. Was it delicious? Ooh, it tears it apart instantly. Stop making it squeak, please. Just let it, just quietly. Just let it pass quietly. Oh. The mouse's pain squeaks and squeals pierce through you until they're abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat mews happily at you, red tinting its fangs. The cat curls up in its now blood-stained box and goes to sleep. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as that cat is, you really can't afford a pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you decide to just go home. Is my home gonna be infested with mice now? I walk in my silence and my guilt and my shame. I sing my song. A musical erupts from behind the scenes. Hello? After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. The fact that it hasn't ended yet means that there's a twist coming. I'm ready for the twist. I'm ready for this twist. And collapse on your bed, falling into a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up as a mouse. Oh God! Oh God, rats are everywhere! They sound like screams. Oh, every time I dare to close my eyes. In the darkness of my room, only nightmares of those who died. You see shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run, but they devour me. Twin lances of pain race up your legs. You fall off the bed and attempt to escape. The hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark, you just about make out the source of your pain. The flesh and tendons of your heels are all mangled. Oh, they bit through my sock. No, leave me alone. Desperate, you crawl with only your arm towards the door. The mice descend upon you. No, I gave one of you away. Come on, you biting into your skin. This isn't really fair. Listen, I'd rather. Look, can you turn me into a mouse instead? Gnawing away pieces of you. Lordy help me. God, at least let me finish my fanfic. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with little claws and tiny teeth. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. Plop! Oh! Oh my God, they gnawed through the bone! Your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground, lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep forward to curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding up your gaze. In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you, the darkness in its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths. Please, it was you or me. It was you or me. It was you or me. Know the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it. Aimed at you. You collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable, and yet you just feel the cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades, into your back, into your chest. Oh, how much can you rats eat, please? You weakly cough up blood. It must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you, and in between the moments that blankets the darkness fade out your vision. Splat. You hear something wet plop in the ground in front of you. You pry your eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. My heart! Aw, that's so romantic. Weirdly shaped, red with blood and pulsing. And, oh, that's your heart, isn't it? The other mice all descend upon it, abandoning your half. How am I still alive? How am I still conscious? You should have been dead already. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger? Yes. So much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you is a pair of glowing eyes leering in from the darkness beyond the doorway. The cat! Wait. Does the cat come back to save me? You can hear squeaks and shrieks of terror all around you. Yo! There's a whole war going on between the cats and the rats, and I'm like, oh, and I stepped in between them? Deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength. And something with soft, slightly damp and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Will the cat revive? Kitty cat revive me, please? Well fed. No! I die anyway! I thought the cat was gonna save me. Aren't you all powerful and all knowing? Ah! We do not take, but we try out the pocket thing for feeding the cat. Check pockets. You dig into your pockets. You want this? You want this piece of string? It's so nutritious. An eager and exciting cat leaping for it could easily lead you to getting bitten and scratched. In your right pocket, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh bar of chocolate. It's not even expired. Quite the find. Don't feed the cat chocolate. You don't feed cats chocolate. Please don't. When suddenly you're hit with guilt as you remember something gut-curdling. Chocolate is... Yes! Don't feed it to cats! Oh my gosh, You resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. You feel so guilty you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently oblivious expression. Meow. It doesn't even know that you almost... I'm so sorry. Don't know what to say. What is this guilt? Wait, you didn't do it, dog. You stopped beforehand. You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay there. I'll be right back. You leave the alley and return with a whole fish. What the? I'm swimming in money. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. You're guilty for something you didn't do, bro. Don't worry about it. It ain't that deep. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish after you place it in the box. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. You didn't feed the cat the chocolate. Don't worry. You realized it soon enough. It's okay. No need to feel guilty about that. Sorry again. The cat seemingly pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful... Am I gonna turn into chocolate? Is somebody gonna Majin Buu me? You decide to just head back home. That doesn't sound like a natural cat noise. Who the heck is that?
Oh no! I fed one cat one fish and now all the stray cats want fish.
You notice more cats than usual watching you from their hiding spots, but you try not to think about it. Oh no. You can't help but wonder if they know what you'd nearly done. But, oh no. It's not like you meant to hurt anyone. It wasn't... You didn't feed them. It's fine. You realize your mistake. Don't look at me like that. Come on. Finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... Help. 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 Is this a nightmare or is this a dream? I can't tell. Oh. Dozens of cats standing there. Oh, wait. Come here, kitty cat. Come here. Scritches for you. Scritches for you. They see you feeding the cat in the alley and thought that you had more food on them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes its way to the front and... Oh, it's you! Oh, Why is it carrying a chocolate bar? Held carefully between its teeth is the chocolate bar you'd thrown away earlier. Places the chocolate bar down in front of you before looking back up at you. All the cats look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You can feel your sins weighing What sins? I didn't feed you the chocolate bar. I said, oh, a chocolate bar. Oh, wait, it's toxic to cats. Let's not feed it to you. How is this? Why am I feeling guilty about this? But without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Beg for forgiveness? Go inside. I'll beg for forgiveness. You collapse to your knees and bow down low as you start earnestly to beg for their forgiveness. I'm sorry. I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly, hurt, hump, choke. You feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your throat, closing off your airways. It tries to force its way out of... Am I about to spit up a fish? It finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Oh, God. What the... Lying on the ground in front of you. Oh, God, I spit up a fish. Wow, spine, barbs, and all. Is that a striper? Look at that baby. It's a flopping fish. He just threw up a living fish. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly, but how? Ugh. Throw up another fish. And another. Blurg. And another. Oh, God, how many do I got in me? Baby, this belly can fill an ocean, apparently. Your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final, tiny, bloody fish and collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feel dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride that you've made up for your disgusting actions, that you've been forgiven. Revive me! Please, take me under your wing! Oh, demon lord cat! The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then... I can eat the chocolate bar. I can eat the chocolate bar. Sorry, why so much fish? It's... I don't chew my food properly, so I... Feels like... It's the chocolate bar you found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You successfully atoned, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Fishing for pardon. What the flippin' flip, dude? Alright, I'm going back. I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna go. See ya, buddy. You decide to cut your losses and head inside. Your sins weigh down on you. No, they don't, but you're only human. That is true. What more can you do? You try to ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner. But how could you enjoy it knowing how hungry those poor cats outside are? The ones you wronged? I didn't wrong anybody. It doesn't matter if I've done it before or not, and if I know about it, okay? I have no guilt for them. You decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. A fitting punishment for someone like you. Why? You forego the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them and sink into the water with a sigh. Your mind races, but you can't really think of an immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You wish there was something, anything, you could do to make things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel... Oh no. You try to lift to see what's going on, but what rises out of the water isn't a pair of legs. Have I become a fish? Oh my god! My dream come true. I'm a striper. It's a fishtail? You feel dizzy at the sight because... Does my head turn into a fish? Do my hands turn to fins? You try to climb out to cool your head, but instead your hand rising up to brace itself. Oh god! A wet fin! Oh no! It's too weak to hold your weight and you're so startled by the sight. Oh shoot, I plunge into the water, becoming the fish that I was always meant to be. You slip and smack your head on the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake. You think anyway. You open your eyes and you're underwater? You must have slid beneath the surface of the bathwater. You gasp instinctively, except not really. I blubbed. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up to the surface. You're broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? But how? Even if that was a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub and see the truth in your shadow silhouette. I am a fish. I'm an ugly fish. Is this impossible? You don't get any time to ponder over this, unfortunately, because just then the cat rips me out and eats me alive. A shadow looms over you from above. You look up and see... The cat? It peers down at you from beyond the water surface. And then you realize, this is the answer. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. Take me, kitty cat. Consume my flesh. Is this what vor is? Is this what people like about it? The cat scoops you up, tossing you out of the tub and onto the bathroom tiles. Could you be a bit more delicate about this? As you flop around, gasping for for air or water. You realize the cat wasn't alone. Oh no. Hey, Mercy kill first, okay, fellas? Mercy kill first. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bathroom window. Send one last look to the cat before closing your eyes and accepting your fate. It's okay, fish don't feel pain. You find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feed all of them. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amounted to nothing. Seafood sacrifice. Oh, no! Alright, fellas, I think we got time for one more ending. You know what? Let's take the cat home. Come on, kitty cat.
Come on, kitty cat.
Play with the cat. Alright, now we pick up the plushie this time. You sigh and go over to pick up the stuffed toy. Mine now, kitty cat! You really do just want attention, don't you? Aha! You hold up the cat doll, examining it a little. It looks a little different. It lives! Did it just look at you? No, it's my imagination. It's one of those eyes that are like concave, so that when you look at it at different angles, it's always looking at you. Meow. That's what it is. Oh, look at that. I accidentally pressed the little meow button in it. Right? Right? That's what I did? I accidentally pressed it? I didn't? Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, God! Oh, Jesus! My finger! Oh, my wrist. The plushie... Oh, I like the way the eyes are drawn right there. The plushie somehow opens its sewn mouth before biting into your wrist. Stop! You try to fling it off, but its grip on you is strong as it drinks your blood, ravenous and frantic. I don't know, does this song hit? You hit it against the concrete walls of the alley, oh God. You try to tear away at its sturdy fabric, but try as you might, you can't seem to hurt it or make it stop. It's just a toy after all. Why don't you just, I don't know, punch it? Stop it. You start to feel faint, enough to collapse to your knees in defeat. The stuffed doll is shrinking more calmly now, as if its previous aggression had been a mere reaction to your desperation. It seems satisfied that you're no longer putting up a fight. You think you blacked out for a second. As though you're still sitting the next time you're conscious, your eyes are closed. You feel so weak. You have to use all your strength just to pry open your eyes, and when you do, you see a kitten? Its fur, a familiar orange cream with burnt sepia stripes. It's lapping at your wrist. The kitten lifts its head and looks at you with piercing, pale green eyes. Mew! And mews at you with high, squeaky pitch, mouth covered in blood. It'd be downright adorable if you weren't about to die from blood loss. Damn, this cat drank all my blood! The cat strolls into your line of vision and picks the kitten up. It gives you an indecipherable look before turning away. The cat carries the kitten to the box and starts to carefully and dutifully clean it. I just gave it a baby. You sway and find you can't find yourself before falling to the ground. Oh no, I've raised yet another demon cat. I've gotten the cat a playmate after all. Living doll. Oh, damn. How many endings was that? 6? 5, 6 endings? Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like the video and subscribe for more. By the way, I'm always looking for game suggestions to play on the channel, so if you have one, comment down below. And remember, to be kind, to be courteous, and to stay beautiful. I'll see you guys in the next video.